before, the Sergeant at Arms will be informing the Speaker whether we have quorum. This quorum will be formed by senators following Senate proceedings online and those in the chamber, where the Senate will be focusing on a number of business before it. Of importance is the communication from the Speaker in regards to the resolution by the County Assembly of Nyamira following the impeachment of the county boss, Honorable Amos Nyaribo, by 23 members of the County Assembly. So for the better part of next week, the Senate will be considering that impeachment, where the Constitution mandates the Senate to investigate whether the grounds for impeachment were met by the County Assembly that impeaches a county governor. So today's sitting has been gazetted, and it is a hybrid sitting where the sitting comprises of senators in the chamber and those following and contributing to the House business before the
year 2025. Today marks the fourth and the final day, and so the members will be able to get a chance to be able to weigh in on this matter. Also this afternoon, a motion regarding the consideration of sessional paper number 5 of 2024 on the National Green Fiscal Incentives Policy Framework is also part of the business that has been lined up. Debate on this
one. And remember, Parliament, this is the National Assembly and the Senate, will be commencing the long recess on the 4th of December. So this communication by the Senate leader of the majority party is one to look out for in regards to what will be communicated
order number 1,
this afternoon.
Administration of oath.
Next order.
Order number 2, communication from the chair.
Next order.
Order number 3, messages.
Honorable Senators, I have this message from the County Assembly of Nyamira on the approval of a motion on the proposed removal from office by impeachment of Honorable Amos Kimomi Nyaribo, Governor of Nyamira County. Honorable Senators, I wish to report to the Senate that I have, pursuant to Standing Order 48.3, received a message from the Speaker of the County Assembly of Nyamira regarding a resolution of the County Assembly of Nyamira for the proposed removal from office by impeachment of Honorable Amos Kimomi Nyaribo, Governor of Nyamira County, pursuant to Article 181, 1A, B, and C of the Constitution, as read together with the Section 33 of the County Governments Act and the Standing Order 62 of the County Assembly of Nyamira. The message, which was conveyed to the Speaker of the Senate by the letter reference PK/CN/1/2025, dated Tuesday, 25th November 2025, signed by the Speaker of the County Assembly of Nyamira, and received in my office on Thursday, 27th November 2025, listed the following grounds of impeachment against the governor. 1, gross violation of the Constitution and other laws. Allegation 1, engagement, endorsement, and support of unlawful, illegal, and unconstitutional bunge mashinani. The particulars of this allegation are that the governor engaged in various acts of gross violation of Articles 110, 73, and 176 of the Constitution, the County Governments Act, and the principles of separation of powers by 1, formally engaging, endorsing, and supporting an unlawful forum known as bunge mashinani, purportedly convened by an impeached speaker, despite High Court judgments confirming the speaker's removal. 2, recognizing the removed speaker and clerk as legitimate office holders contrary to court rulings and Senate resolutions, declaring sittings held outside gazetted pressings null and void. And 3, undermining the principle of separation of powers by enabling an illegal parallel assembly structure to transact county business. Honorable Senators, kindly find your way to the nearest seat. This is quite a long communication. And those who are misplaced can now go back to their comfort zones. Allegation 2, unlawful assent to the Nyamira County Supplementary Appropriation Bill 2024. The particulars of these allegations are that the governor engaged in gross violations of Articles 175A, 185(1), and 224 of the Constitution, Section 130 of the Public Finance Management Act, and Section 21 of the County Governments Act, by 1, assenting on 26 November 2024 to the Nyamira County Supplementary Appropriation Bill 2024 without the approval of the County Assembly as required by law. Number 2, unilaterally altering county fiscal priorities without legislative authority. And 3, usurping the appropriation mandate of the County Assembly and weakening legislative oversight over public finances. Allegation number 3, illegal appointment of Dr. Peris Nyaboke Oroko, alias Peris Mungale, as a County Executive Committee member. The particulars of these allegations are that the governor engaged in gross violations of Article 179(2)(b), Article 259 of the Constitution, and Section 30D of the County Governments Act by 1, appointing and retaining Dr. Peris Nyaboke Oroko as a CC member despite the Assembly's express refusal to approve a nomination. 2, integrating her into the county executive structure and payroll without lawful authority. And 3, relying on the unlawful bunga mashinani process to justify the appointment, contrary to court declarations invalidating all its actions. Allegation 4, illegal appointment of members of the municipal boards of Nyamira and Keroka municipalities. The particulars of these allegations are that the governor engaged in gross violations of the Urban Areas and Cities Act and the Public Appointments County Assemblies Approval Act by 1, appointing board members for Nyamira municipality and Keroka municipality without submitting the names to the County Assembly for vetting and approval. 2, gazetting the appointments despite the absence of mandatory Assembly approval. And 3, constituting municipal boards in a manner contrary to law and outside established appointment procedures. Honorable Senators, kindly find your way to your seats. Very fast, without further discussions on the House. Allegation 5, unlawful appointment of a selection panel for the County Public Service Board. The particulars of these allegations are that the governor engaged in gross violations of the County Governments Act and Public Appointments County Assemblies Approval Act by 1, unilaterally appointing a selection panel to recruit members of the County Public Service Board without Assembly approval. 2, enabling the panel to recruit their chairperson, secretary, and members contrary to procedural requirements. And 3, interfering with the lawful mandate of the County Assembly in the appointment process. Allegation number 6, failure to appoint the chairperson, secretary, and members of the County Public Service Board, CPSB. The particulars of these allegations are that the governor violated statutory obligations relating to county staffing and administration by 1, failing to fill long-standing vacancies in the County Public Service Board since July 2025, and allowing the board to remain non-functional, resulting in administrative paralysis in human resource function of the county government of Nyamira. Allegation number 7, failure to deliver the state of the county assembly and annual reports. The particulars of this allegation are that the governor violated Article 183(3) of the Constitution and Section 32K of the County Government Acts by 1, failing to deliver the mandatory state of the county address for the financial years 2023-2024 and 2024-2025. And 2, failing to submit annual reports on the progress of the county, and 3, undermining transparency and accountability obligations imposed on the office of the governor. Allegation number 8, failure to comply with the court orders on the appointment of Mr. Crave Ogwola to the County Executive Committee. The particulars of this allegation are that the governor engaged in gross violations of Articles 10 and 159 of the Constitution and the principle of rule of law by 1, failing to appoint a duly nominated CC member, Mr. Crave Ogwola, contrary to binding court orders. And 2, exposing the county to financial loss amounting to approximately Kenya shilling 6 on the senators. Senator Chalegei. Exposing the county to financial loss amounting to approximately Kenya shilling 6.9 million in salary arrears from non-compliance, and 3, accruing additional legal costs and undermining judicial authority. The other one is abuse of office, allegation 1. You know there were 2 counts, then the second is abuse of office. Allegation 1, recruitment of staff without a budgetary provision. The particulars of this allegation are that the governor engaged in abuse of office contrary to Articles 201D and 232 of the Constitution and the Public Finance Management Act by 1, authorizing mass recruitment of staff without budgetary provision or approval of the County Assembly of Nyamira, specifically A, the recruitment of 49 officers between February and April 2021, and B, the recruitment of Deputy County Secretary, County Attorney, support staff, 1 administrators, and sub-county administrators without the requisite approvals. And C, on the 9th of March 2023, the County Public Service Board advertised 358 vacancies, despite the absence of an approved budget for recruitment, an active recruitment freeze imposed by the County Assembly, and clear advisories issued by the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission. This recruitment expected to earn Kenya shillings 3.5 million annually to the wage bill, proceeded without any budgetary allocation or assembly approval, and D, accumulating salary arrears amounting to Kenya shillings 60 million owed to healthcare workers for 7 months. Number 2, ignoring formal resolutions of the County Assembly that flows further hiring, and 3, disregarding explicit advisory issued by the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, EACC, and 4, abandoning the county with an unsustainable annual wage bill, estimated at Kenya shillings 325 million. Allegation 2, influencing irregular appointments of senior human resource officials. The particulars of this allegation are that the governor abused the powers of his office by handpicking and seconding officers, including Mr. Godfrey Kiriago and Ms. Emeonda Nyaberi, to strategic human resource HR positions. And 2, influencing the transfer of substantive office holders to create vacancies for his preferred officers to be employed. And 3, manipulating administrative structures to consolidate control over HR functions. Allegation 3, personal enrichment through irregular salary arrears. The particulars of this allegation are that the governor engaged in abuse of office and financial impropriety by one, awarding himself irregular salary arrears amounting to Kenya shillings 5,649,706,000, using HR officers irregularly appointed or influenced the process of payments, and three, having a pattern of questionable crimes, including a prior Kenya shillings 13 million, a housing compensation, and a double medical claim. Allegation 4, payroll fraud, syndicate resulting in loss of public funds. The particulars of this allegation are that the governor was involved in or failed to prevent payroll irregularities, contrary to Articles 201 and 226 of the Constitution, by one, presiding over or allowing irregular overpayments to ECDE teachers amounting to more than Kenya shillings 25,018,852, in addition to Kenya shillings 1,100,467 and Kenya shillings 700,836 in other irregular payments. 2, receiving illegal benefit, which are admitted under oath, and 3, overseeing payroll fraud estimated at Kenya shillings 32 million. Senator Okech, you can have your seat. Just take the nearest seat possible so that we conclude this communication. Allegation 5, influencing dual appointments outside the lawful establishment. The particulars of this allegation are that the governor abused his office by one, creating duplicate positions for ward administrators and sub-county administrators. 2, allowing double occupation of certain offices, leading to double payment of salaries, and 3, violating the lawful establishment structure approved by the County Public Service Board. Allegation 6, usurpation of the powers of the Auditor General and the County Public Service Board. The particulars of this allegation are that the governor engaged in abuse of office in violation of the Constitution and the County Government Act by one, conducting an unlawful payroll audit without the involvement of the Auditor General or authorization of the Assembly, and 2, using the audit to demote over 1,000 staff in the year 2021 and a further 254 staff in 2024 without due process, and 3, attempting to appeal County Public Service Board decisions, reversing the illegal demotions despite having no legal mandate to do so. Allegation number 7, an unlawful suspension of the Secretary of the County Public Service Board. The particulars of this allegation are that the governor abused his office by one, purporting to suspend the Secretary of the CPSB without any constitutional or statutory authority, and 2, interfering with the independence of the functioning of the County Public Service Board, and 3, obstructing lawful human resource and administration within the county. Honorable Senators, annexed to the other conveying the decision of the County Assembly were the following documents. 1, a copy of an approved notice of motion dated 11th November 2025. 2, copy of an approved impeachment motion containing grounds and the particulars with annexes thereto, and 3, copy of the public participation report. 4, copy of invitation letter to governor to appear before the County Assembly to respond to allegations dated 17th November 2025. 5, copy of County Assembly answered report dated 25th November 2025. 6, copy of division of votes list. 7, advocates for the County Assembly. And 8, list of witnesses. Senator Abbas, you can have that analyst sit next to you. Honorable Senators, in terms of the way forward, Senator Abbas. In terms of the way forward, following the reading of the charges against the governor, standing under 81B of the Senate, as read together with Section 33(3)B of the County Government Act, gives the Senate two options on how to proceed with the matter. The Senate may, one, or aim by resolution appoint a special committee comprising 11 of its members to investigate the matter, or B, investigate the matter in plenary. The Senate Majority Leader will, at an appointed time during this sitting, give notice of motion for the establishment of a special committee. Should this motion be carried, the special committee will be required under Section 33(4) of the County Government Act and standing under 82 of the Senate Standing Orders to investigate the matter and to report to the Senate on whether it finds the particulars of the allegations against the governor to have been substantiated. In the event that the motion for the establishment of a special committee does not pass, the fallback position is that the Senate shall proceed to investigate and consider the matter in plenary. In this event, I will appoint the dates on which the Senate will sit in plenary to hear and determine the charges against the governor. Honorable Senators, I wish to emphasize that when we come to the debate on the motion of the establishment of the special committee, debate on the motions will be limited to the substance of the motion, principally whether or not to establish the special committee. It will not be a debate on the substance of the impeachment or its merits, propriety, prudence, or even the constitutionality or the legality of the processes that have preceded the submission of this matter to the Senate. It is therefore not permissible to deviate to any issues other than the motion before the Senate. In the meantime, and during the pendency of the impeachment process in the Senate, I wish to caution honorable senators to refrain from publicly commenting on the merits or on the merits of the impeachment motion before the Senate. Doing so would amount to anticipation of debate, which is an infringement of standing under 99 of the Senate Standing Orders. Accordingly, it shall be out of order within the meaning of Standing Order 122 for any senator to make comments, whether written or spoken, relating to the conduct of the governor or the impeachment process outside the confines of the impeachment proceedings. As such, comments may prejudice the fair and just outcome of the process. Honorable Senators, during the 13th Parliament, the Senate has dealt with 9 impeachment proceedings, 2 of which are considered by special committees and 7 by the Senate sitting in plenary, including one involving a deputy president. It is important that we draw on the best practices established in previous proceedings as we deliberate on this matter. The Senate will be sitting as a quasi-judicial body and will conduct investigations into the alleged violations of the Constitution and the law, and therefore make its determination on the matter. Let me remind you that the impeachment hearing is not just a procedural formality, but a crucial process that plays a crucial role in upholding the principles of democracy and good governance. This hearing is one of the Senate's most vital oversight functions and key responsibilities. I conclude by urging all honorable senators to exercise the highest level of responsibility on this matter. Thank you. Next, Honorable Clerk.
Order number 4, petitions. Order number 5, papers.
Senate Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I beg to lay the following papers on the table of the Senate today, that Thursday, the 27th of November, 2025. the COG Annual Statutory Report for financial year 2024-2025, reports of the Auditor General for the year ended 30th June 2025 on the financial statements of Nandi County Education Scheme, Meteitei Sub-County Hospital, County Government of Nandi, Nandi Hills Sub-County Hospital, County Government of Nandi, Mosoriot Sub-County Level 4 Hospital, Marsabit County Enterprise Fund, Marsabit County State Officers and other public officers Mortgage Scheme Fund, Ikuda Level 4 Hospital, Saikuru Sub-County Hospital, Isiolo County Education Bursary Fund, Isiolo County Emergency Fund, Ruiru Municipality, Limuru Municipality, Thika Municipality, Karori Municipality, Kikuyu Municipality, Limuru Water and Sewerage Company, Elgeyo Marakwet County Alcoholic Drinks Control Fund, Busia County Revolving Fund, Modogashe Sub-County Hospital, County Government of Garissa, Mombasa County Assembly, Car Loan and Mortgage Fund, Taita Taveta County Climate Change Fund, Vihiga County Climate Change Fund, Vihiga County Climate Change Fund, Meru County Executive Staff Housing Fund, Meru County Microfinance Corporation, Meru County Service Board, Meru Municipality, Miadhene Sub-County Hospital, County Government of Meru, West Pokot County Assembly, Car Loan and Mortgage Scheme, West Pokot County Bursary, Education Development and Infrastructure Fund, Chepareria Municipality, County Government of West Pokot, Muranga County Education Scholarship Fund, Kangari Municipality, County Government of Buranga, JM Karaoke Memorial County Referral Level 4 Hospital, Engineer County Referral Level 4 Hospital, County Government of Nyandarua, Embu County Revenue Authority, County Assembly of Meru, Embu Car Loan and Mortgage, Member Scheme Fund, Turkana County Education Fund, Turkana County Emergency Fund, Turkana County Biashara Fund, Turkana County Water and Services Fund, Nyamira County Mortgage Car Loan, Nyeri County Water and Sanitation Company Limited, County Government of Nyeri. Mr. Speaker, I beg to lay.
Next is the Chairperson, Standing Committee on Finance and Budget.
Mr. Speaker, I beg to lay the following paper on the table of the Senate today, the 27th. That is the report of the Committee of Finance and Budget on its consideration for the Kenya National Council for Population and Development Bill, National Bill number 72 of 2023.
Next, quickly, Chairperson, Standing Committee on Labor and Social Welfare.
Mr. Speaker, I beg to lay the following papers on the table of the Senate today, 27th November 2025. Report on Standing Committee on Labor and Social Welfare, petition on employees of former Kenya Cooperative Creameries Limited, KCC, concerning non-payment of outstanding terminal benefits and Maziwa Sacco dues to former employees of Kenya Creameries Cooperative Limited. Report Standing Committee on Labor and Welfare on the Senate, Mr. Titus Njoroge, concerning the dismissal by the African Inland Church, AIC, of Kenya and payment of arrears. I lay.
Next, Order.
Order number 6, notices of motion.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I rise to give notice of the following motion, which is the establishment of a special committee to investigate the proposed removal from office by way of impeachment of Honorable Amos Kimwoni Nyaribo, Governor of Nyamira County. That whereas pursuant to Article 181 of the Constitution and Section 33 of the County Governments Act 2012, on Tuesday the 25th November 2025, the County Assembly of Nyamira approved a motion for removal from office by impeachment of Honorable Amos Kimwomi Nyaribo, the Governor of Nyamira County. And further, whereas by letter reference SPK CAN 1-2025, dated the 25th of November 2025, and received in the office of the Speaker of the Senate on 26 November 2025, the Speaker of the County Assembly of Nyamira informed the Speaker of the Senate of the approval of the motion by the County Assembly, and further forwarded the Speaker of the Senate documents in evidence of the proceedings of the Assembly. And whereas pursuant to Section 33(3)(b) of the County Governments Act 2012, Standing Order number 81B1 of the Senate by resolution may appoint a special committee comprising of 11 of its members to investigate the matter. Now therefore, pursuant to Section 33(3)(b) of the County Governments Act 2012 and Standing Order number 81B1, Roman 1, the Senators resolved to proceed on this matter by way of establishment of a special committee to investigate the proposed removal from office by impeachment of Honorable Amos Kimwomi Nyaribo, the Governor of Nyamira County.
Very well. Honorable Senators, we will come back to order number 7 at appropriate time. So we go to the next order number 8.
Order number 8, motion, establishment of a special committee to investigate the proposed removal from office by impeachment of Honorable Amos Kimwomi Nyaribo, Governor of Nyamira County.
Senate Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I beg to move the following motion, which is the establishment of a committee to investigate the proposed removal from office by way of impeachment of Honorable Amos Kimwomi Nyaribo, the Governor of Nyamira County, that whereas pursuant to Article 181 of the Constitution and Section 33 of the County Governments Act 2012, on Tuesday the 25th of November 2025, the County Assembly of Nyamira approved a motion for the removal from office by impeachment of Honorable Amos Nyaribo, the Governor of Nyamira County, and further whereas by letter reference SPK CAN 1-2025, dated 25th November 2025, and received in the office of the Speaker of the Senate on the 26th November, the Speaker of the County Assembly of Nyamira informed the Speaker of the Senate of the approval of the motion by the County Assembly, and further forwarded the Speaker, the Senate, the documents, evidence, proceeding of the Assembly. And whereas, pursuant to Section 33(3)(b), the County Governments Act and 2012, the Standing Order 81B1 of the Senate by resolution may appoint a special committee comprising 11 of its members to investigate this matter. Now, therefore, pursuant to Section 33(3)(b) of the County Governments Act and Standing Order 81B, the Senate resolves to proceed on this matter by establishment of the special committee to investigate the proposed removal from office by impeachment of Honorable Amos Nyaribo, Governor of Nyamira. So, Speaker, you know this drill, and therefore the 11 members are Mr. Speaker, Githuku Kamau, Senator Eddie Okech, Senator Sifuna, Mwaruma. Mr. Speaker, you know I know how to read letters that are inside envelopes, Mr. Speaker. And therefore, I've never seen people with angrier faces when I'm moving a motion like this one. I don't know what crime I've committed, Mr. Speaker, but I don't like how I'm being stared at. So with those many remarks, Mr. Speaker, I beg to move and request Senator Eddie Okech to second.
Mr. Speaker, Nyamira County has faced a lot of problems. Don't relax. Can you just let me do my thing? And Mr. Speaker, the minority side feel that because Nyamira County has faced a lot of problems, I have got instruction from the minority side not to second this motion. And you know what the implication is. If I don't second this motion, you know what it means. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Senators, let me give this communication. The effect of the outcome on the motion for the establishment of a special committee to investigate the report on the proposed removal from office by impeachment of Honorable Amos Kimwomi Nyaribo, Governor of Nyamira County. So, After the motion failed to get a seconder, the motion has been withdrawn. And honorable senators, as you may have noticed, the Senate Majority Leader moved the motion at order number 8 on today's order paper for the establishment of a special committee to investigate the proposed removal from office by impeachment of Honorable Amos Kimomi Nyaribo, Governor of Nyamira County. The motion failed to be seconded and therefore deemed to have been withdrawn pursuant to Standing Order 71 of the Senate Standing Orders. Honorable Senators, as I had communicated earlier by way of message on the resolution of the Nyamira County Assembly made on the 25th November 2025 for the removal from office by impeachment of Honorable Amos Kimomi Nyaribo, Governor of Nyamira County, Section 33(3)(a) of the County Government Act and Standing Order 81(b) of the Senate, providing that the Senate may, 1, by resolution, appoint a special committee comprising 11 of its members to investigate the matter, or 2, investigate the matter in plenary. The motion has been withdrawn. The route of a special committee is abandoned, and now implies that the Senate will investigate the proposed removal from office by impeachment of Honorable Amos Kimomi Nyaribo, Governor of Nyamira County, in plenary, pursuant to Section 33, subsection 3A of the County Government Acts and Standing Order 80, subsection 1B2. Honorable Senators, at its meeting on today, Thursday, 27th November 2025, the Senate Business Committee considered the provisional dates for this investigation in the event that the matter was to be investigated in plenary. In line with the schedule of activities for an impeachment hearing in plenary, I hereby give the following directions. 1, the clerk to issue investigations to appear to the parties on Thursday, 27th November 2025. The parties to file their responses with the Office of the Clerk of the Senate by Monday, 1st December 2025 by 5 p.m. And C, the clerk to circulate documents received from the parties, including the plenary hearing program, to all honorable senators by close of business on Tuesday, 2nd December 2025 by 5 p.m. And D, the Senate shall then investigate the matter in plenary on Wednesday, 3rd December 2025, and on Thursday, 4th December 2025. The Senate is accordingly guided. So let's go to the next order.
Order number 9, motion, report of the Standing Committee on Roads, Transportation and Housing on a petition by Mr. Francis Otieno regarding compensation for sugarcane crop damaged by the Department of Public Works, Roads, Energy and Transport in Pap Oriang in Siaya County. Mover to reply.
I can see the mover is not allowed, but that cannot stop us from. Which one is this? Right.
Mr. Speaker, I'm seeing you are used to seeing me as a regular member. I am now the chair of Transport, Roads and Housing in the Senate committee. So I'm around, and I'm a very diligent member of this House, Mr. Speaker. I don't miss the House unless under very, very unavoidable circumstances. I'm a diligent member. But that said, Mr. Speaker, I want to take this opportunity to thank members of the House who got a chance to contribute to this motion. Mr. Speaker, I want to say categorically that as a House, we are here not only to pass legislation, but to also exercise our role of representation. And part of representation is also to fight for what is good for our people and the general public. This petition is one of those areas that give us that opportunity to be able to fight for different people who might be facing a lot of challenges, including exploitation by different people in positions of power, as Mr. Francis Otieno might have faced. And therefore, I must make it categorical that the Committee on Transport, Roads and Housing, with the members that are there, who got a chance to listen to this petition, gave the petition a very thorough hearing. And I want to thank them, from Senator Chute to Senator Tobiko to Senator Wambua, Senator Kinyua, Senator Kajuang, who is a member of this committee, Senator Miraj, as well as Senator Sige, very committed members of this committee. Mr. Speaker, let me say that while I am grateful to members who got a chance to contribute to this motion, I must also say, Mr. Speaker, that I've seen a very dichotomous elements of debating when it comes to report on this House. Of course, starting with the report that we presented here. On one hand, I saw members, and I will not be able to perhaps indicate them by names, but I saw members who were keen on being able to read the entire report in its entirety. And after reading the report, they were able to see the judicious nature of the work that we did. And I want to thank those members, because it is important that we do read these reports. When you read the reports, you don't only understand why the petition was there, but you also get to understand the nuances that our people are dealing with in the course of carrying out their day-to-day duties and their day-to-day livelihood aspirations in the communities. But, Mr. Speaker, without casting any aspersions to a few members who did not read this report definitely and contributed so passionately, but then ended up bashing the report, Mr. Speaker, I want to invite them that, Mr. Speaker, it's very important to read the report. For instance, Mr. Speaker, I saw a few members here getting up and going to the conclusion or the recommendations given by this report, which was very thorough, that the Senate, based on the nature of how this matter was presented to it, does not have the jurisdiction to deal with the issue. And then they just attacked the report. The Speaker, maybe, so those members, because they did not read the report, let me reiterate that the petition that was presented before this House was between Mr. Francis Otieno and the county government of Siaya. And Ms. Otieno had sought that the county government of Siaya pay him for having damaged his crop in the course of constructing a road through his shamba. And therefore, at face value, the understanding of the petition was that the county government of Siaya was directly implementing a project that was affecting the land of Mr. Otieno. And therefore, that would mean that we should hold liable the county government of Siaya's Public Works Department. Mr. Speaker, upon inviting the county government of Siaya and upon inviting Mr. Francis Otieno, we further established that this was far from the truth. There was actually a contractor by the name Aeneas who had been contracted to not do the road. He was doing a different project in the hospital, and the contractor, because did not have the time to go around the shamba, the contractor had an agreement with Mr. Francis Otieno to pass through his land and access the construction site. So that was not something that was made clear in the petition in its initial form. So then we said, let's invite the contractor to give us his side of the story. Let us invite the county government of Siaya, which was represented by none other than the CEO, as established under Article 179 of the Constitution, who is the governor of Siaya. And we had all these three parties come before our committee, Mr. Speaker. And when they came, Mr. Speaker, we established other complexities that hadn't been indicated in the petition. For instance, we established that the petitioner had actually had a contractual agreement on that, agreement with the contractor to cross the farm. They had an agreement that involved a compensation for accessing the project site. So number one, you established there that, number one, there was no road construction on this piece of land. Number two, there was not just access, a simple access. It was an agreement that the contractor and the said petitioner had actually come to that agreement. And Mr. Speaker, if the people who were bashing the report dared to read, you realize that in the first place, if you read that report, the contractor and the petitioner had agreed to a deal of 34 million as compensation. And that 34 million as compensation, they had sat after going to ombudsman, which again is in the report. These two had gone and engaged the ombudsman over their conflict over their initial agreement. And after that meeting with the ombudsman, they further agreed to reverse the money down from 34 million to 1.3 million, which the contractor was not honoring. Lastly, Mr. Speaker, after a tete-a-tete between the two of them, after all those engagements, they had even engaged the Department of Public Works informally to try and find a way of paying each other. The petitioner went to court. The petitioner went to court, Mr. Speaker, over that agreement that they had with the contractor, not the Siaya County Department of Public Works. So by the time this petition was finding itself in this house, Mr. Speaker, the matter was active in court, which, if the petitioner had been very frank and very open about all those incidents and those historical background, and not limiting it only to the issue of county government, then perhaps even the petition could not have been admitted in the first place. It was something that was sub judice. Hence, the recommendation by the committee that this petition was not properly before us, and the jurisdiction was not subject to the Senate. So I wish that the members who are bashing the report, please, take time to read. Take time to understand the historical background. Mr. Speaker, for instance, you see the history I've just given you, the findings that we're just getting. We were getting them as raw as possible. In fact, when the petitioner appeared before us, Mr. Speaker, the petitioner said that he cannot be able to speak in English. And there was no prior arrangement or even prior request to be able to get an interpreter so that he could be able to present his case to the best of their ability. Mr. Speaker, do you know that the committee took the hardest decision to say, okay,
Senator,
we are already in the meeting.
You have violated these standing orders twice. One is standing between me and the member speaking, and two is to cross to this other side of the aisle.
Mr. Speaker, you know, Senator Kiamrata spent a lot of time in the streets. So this crisscrossing has anyhow in the streets is his habit, but you can perhaps forgive him so that he can learn the manners of the house. With time, these things he will understand.
And also, Senator Eddie Okech.
Yes, sir.
I've listened to you keenly since you started.
Yes.
You know, once you bring a report to the House, it is the members to read the report and to debate the way they wish is the best way. So you are saying you members bashed the report. First of all, you thanked those who are positive on the report.
I did.
Those who negative to the report, you should still thank them, even for taking time to debate your report, the committee's report. Therefore, just reply in a way that you are also not demeaning the effort or the work your colleagues are doing.
I thank you, Mr. Speaker. But, Mr. Speaker, you know the standing orders of this House, in which actually I'm very grateful that you are the one who actually taught me most of this in the early times. Mr. Speaker, you know you are an elder. You used to sit with me and show me how these standing orders are. And one of the ones that I'm passionate about is 105 on factual conversation in this House. Because, Mr. Speaker, there's a danger if they don't read the report and absorb it of possibly misinforming the public. And I think that's the context with which I'm trying to make those clarifications, so that in case the public was misinformed that perhaps the committee did not handle the petition appropriately, or maybe even dismissed, because it could easily come as if the committee dismissed the petitioner, which would be a misrepresentation of fact and would look like a miscarriage of justice. So that's the context, Mr. Speaker. But otherwise, I appreciate them for contributing. You know, contribution is contribution, Mr. Speaker. You know, if you invited me to an Arambi.
Senator Chali, you are on intervention. What is your point of honor?
Mr. Speaker, I raise understanding order Article 50. Mr. Speaker, the reason members expressed and I contributed reservations, and Senator Eddy should realize is just reply. Secondly, it says justice should be adjudged without due or what you call technicalities. The argument of members, the reason we deferred with the report of the committee is we found that the committee did not recommend anything. They just argued on the rule of sub judice, which does not apply because there is what we call principle of separation of powers. So is it in order? I'm not debating. Is it in order? I'm rising under Article 50 of the Constitution. Mr. Speaker, is it in order for Senator Eddy to isolate a few senators who deferred with the report? This is not a choir. Well, must we agree with the report? Because our argument was very simple. Why did the report not even give a way forward on the prayers of the petitioner? That was our argument, based on the Constitution, that technicality should not affect justice to that aggrieved individual, Mr. Speaker, and that was our argument. So it is in order for Senator Eddy, the Chair of Roads and Transport, to continue running over the reason and Solomonic engagement of members of this Senate. Can he withdraw and apologize? Or else we'll shoot down the report.
Senator Eddie Okech.
Mr. Speaker, time without number, I keep on talking about reading and understanding. Even now you have heard my brother, Senator Chalgei, getting up and twice, if you go unanswered, has quoted Article 50 of the Constitution on matters of technicalities. And that is not the right article in the first place. He doesn't even understand that. The matter of avoiding to give what we call judicial authority in the Constitution that is given to this House under Article 125 of the Constitution that makes us become, just relax, I educate you, my friend. But, Mr. Speaker, I am coming, because it quoted procedural technicalities. Procedural technicalities, Mr. Speaker, is established under Article 159 of the Constitution, which gives us judicial authority as a house established as a high court under Article 125 of the Constitution. And I'll read it for him. This is what it says under Sub-Article 2D of the Constitution. Justice shall be administered without undue regard to procedural technicalities. He was trying to quote that, Mr. Speaker, and he's quoting the wrong article of the Constitution. It's the same way, Mr. Speaker, I'm saying that these senators, Mr. Speaker, like Cherargei, are not reading the entire report. They are just being, Mr. Speaker, this is a banter now and is debating the report again.
It's on. Point of Speaker, I argued on Article 50 on fair hearing, and also the technicality, which is I extrapolated under Article 159. When you read the fair hearing process, it is well set out. So my argument was simple. Even in the report itself, did the petitioner given fair hearing? And in fact, I'm surprised this is the first time a chair of committee is running away from his own report, because he is arguing that they gave a way out. Yet in the report that we read, unless the House was given the wrong report, there was no way out. The argument was that the matter is still in court and the matter is under ADR. Is it in order? Can Senator Eddy table the real report now and tell us what was the conclusion of the committee against the petition of on the petitioner's prayers on the issue of the county government of Siaya, the matter in court? What was the real, because what we were given is totally different. And if you have seen is calavanting and perambulating around the issue, Mr. Speaker, by saying, oh, you know, the matter is sub judice, the matter is, can he give us what was the recommendation? Can he read for the benefit of the House? Just give us the recommendation.
Senator Cherargei, the report was discussed yesterday in this House, and I was seated here most of the time. And there was that conclusion. It's in your gadget. You can check the report, because I referred to it when I heard members not agreeing with the conclusion of the committee, the recommendation of the committee. So I think it is there. You can still have a look at the recommendations. But now conclude.
Mr. Speaker, let me conclude, because
I'm wondering why you have all this time, because you end maybe 15 minutes.
Yes, Mr. Speaker, I'll conclude, because at the danger of having somebody like Senator Cherargei redebating the report on the pretext of what I've just complained about, not reading. And he wants me to take him back to class to read again. I can't do it, Mr. Speaker, because the work was done. In a report, there is committee observations, which is now establishment, which then informs recommendation. There is history of the report. Mr. Speaker, I can't, Mr. Speaker, you'll have to protect me, because Senator Cherargei is now debating the report when he had debated the report. And I've said, Mr. Speaker, that there are senators in this House.
You chair loans and transport committee.
Yes.
You opened this debate yourself by bashing members of the Senate.
I wasn't bashing.
I want still to open to members now to interrogate your issues. Senator Mukatani, you are on a point of order.
Speaker, I was on intervention, and I wanted to bring Honorable Chair to the attention of Standing Order 235. 235 sets the form of petition. Mr. Speaker, the moment a matter is before court, and you will see that the petitioner is supposed to show whether there was any body, any legislative, any other body that dealt with the matter and what was the reply, and whether the matter was pending before court. And if the matter is pending before court, that petition is dismissed immediately. Okay? But what the recommendation of that report said was that it should go back, the petitioner should go to seek other bodies to solve out the matter. That is what you said. If you read, Mr. Chairman, and with a lot of respect, I think you need to be a bit restrained in your wording. Assuming that senators didn't read, I think it's going on the wrong direction. If I were you, I would have said that the matter was in court, we discovered, and we withdraw. Mr. Speaker, it is not the first time. When we were in Energy Committee, and Honorable Senator Omutata had brought a petition on behalf of the residents of Uyombo Village in Kilifi County. When we went there, the moment we discovered that the matter was in court, we closed the matter. And the report came here before the House to say that. But we didn't come to say, follow the matter with other legislative body or other adjudicative bodies, like that, what the report said. If you look at that recommendation, look at Look at the summary of the recommendation. We read that report. The recommendation was clear that we should go, the petitioner should go to other adjudicative bodies. Please inform me.
No, the Senator Andy Cage. You know, there is a way Senator Mugatana communicated to me and we were able to communicate. So proceed, we inform him if he has accepted to be informed.
In fact, Mr. Speaker, so that we dissuade this misinformation by the Chair of Roads, I am with the report 6.0 committee recommendation. And unless the committee chair is running away from the report, recommendation 1, prayer 1. And this was recommendation. In accordance to the above prayer, the committee states that it cannot grant these prayers, fail to produce any documentation or formal contract to the committee linking the Department of Public Works, Roads and Energy, Transport. However, the committee recommends that the petitioner to pursue the original contract entered into between him and Mr. Enea Onyango through an appropriate other jurisdictions. Number 2, prayer number 2, in response to the above prayer, the committee recommends that any grievances from the lessor should be addressed through appropriate legal channels, as the committee has noted that the petitioner lacks authority to raise their complaint about the alleged encroachment. So he has already violated standing order number 232 and standing order number 235. So I want to inform my brother Senator Mungatana that it is right. So the chair himself did not read the report. I yield, Mr. Speaker.
You informed him that he is right. Yes. Now, I think Senator Tabitha, can we conclude this matter?
Thank you, Mr.
Speaker.
Speaker.
Further want to inform Senator Mungatana. Are you on a point of order or what is it?
Not really a point of order, but on for information, Mr. Speaker. I would really request just a minute. In Senator Eddie's submissions as the chair, there's something that he brought out, and what I have observed as a member of this House, in my own opinion, is that either the clerk of that committee was not able to put that information in this report, and it was an oversight. What am I saying? Seems that the committee, when the petitioner appeared, did not give full information to that committee. The petitioner did not indicate that the matter was in court. The petitioner did not indicate earlier, when he appeared before the committee, that there was a contract between him and the contractor. And so, as pertaining the standing orders of the Senate, the committee started listening to this particular petition. until at a point that they invited the contractor. Until at that point is when the committee realized apparently this matter is live in court. And the Honorable Chair, what he did, he gave his directions and said, we cannot proceed then if this matter in court, because apparently the petitioner was not honest enough to say this matter is in court and to bring out everything and all the agreements. And apparently the contractor brought about written live agreements that they had entered with this particular petitioner. So the petitioner is the one who was not honest, but maybe the clerk of this committee should have written these recommendations more and highlighting so that the members can see that. Thank you, Chair. Thank you, Speaker.
No, I want also to advise Senator Mutinda. This report does not belong to the clerk. This report is a committee's report. The chairman is the CEO of that committee. And now this document belongs to the House of the Senate. So what you should do, Senator Okech, is to leave it for the Senate to make a decision that they feel it is appropriate. Also, it is not your committee's report any longer. This is the Senate report. And any decision made by the Senate, in either way or the other, you know, there is also a question to be put. So the Senate can negate that, can negative that, the report. But also what Senator Mugatan asked is very genuine. When the committee realized that the matter was active in court, why did you proceed to execute that petition? You could have dismissed that petition because it is a matter pending in court. Even when reading a petition, at the bottom of any petition, either the clerk or whoever the owner of the petition declares that this matter is not pending in a court of law. So once you realize that the matter was in court, when did the committee proceed to conclude and to hear, to summon? I don't know whether you visited the county. Did you visit the county? You either write them down or you just cram them. So that is, the issues raised by the members are very genuine indeed. So you just conclude and leave it at that. The Senate will make the decision on the report in one or the other when the right time comes.
Mr. Speaker, when I serve in the committee, I serve under your honor. I do your work in the committee. And when I'm doing your work in the committee, my work is that when I come to this house, I tell you things as they happened, not as I think they should have happened. I think that's why when I bring you a report in the house, the report then becomes your property as a house, because I've informed you about what happened. Mr. Speaker, may you protect me? Because I'm being harassed by senators who want to feel that they are legally sounder than myself. Mr. Speaker,
avoid exchanging with your colleagues.
If you protect me, I'll avoid, because I cannot avoid hearing Chelagei shouting. I cannot avoid hearing Senator Mugatana shouting.
Senator Chelagei.
Mr. Speaker, will you protect me? Or
Mugatana, let him conclude the reply.
Mr. Speaker, there is point of order. If the senators want to put a point of order, they can put a point of order and I can sit and then they can express themselves. Then I'll listen respectfully to what they want to bring. Mr. Speaker, I am unanswered, requesting you as the leader of this House, because this is a very important petition. We have done a narrative of everything that transpired. I want to encourage senators that before they take a decision on this report, they read the report. There are senators who read it very well and understood it and appreciate them, and which informed their...
Yes. You know, I'm the one who questioned you about bashing your colleagues.
I didn't bash, Mr. Speaker.
You. I questioned you.
Mr. Speaker, I'm
and
not
you
bashing.
invited yourself to all this. Senator Ndioke, you are the chair of the committee.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
You are the chair of the committee.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. So
then